Sometimes dogs might understand gratitude better than humans. That's the word that best describes this man's story. One day, this man and his dog, Happy, stopped at a small supermarket. Their lives were tough. They were short of money, had an old car as their home, and he was sickly. Despite this, he still had a kind heart. At the supermarket, the man saw a confused little boy. The boy wanted to steal a piece of bread. He tried to steal it secretly, but the man stopped him. He then took the bread, went to the cashier, paid for it, and gave it to the boy. The boy ate the bread greedily. Seeing this, the man felt sorry for him. He took him to the beach and bathed him. Seeing his thin, bruised body, the man decided to invite the boy to stay in his car that night. But the next morning, the boy disappeared. He had stolen the man's money, his last savings. What hurt the man wasn't the loss of money, but the betrayal of his kindness. He was overcome with emotion. His heart disease relapsed. His dog, Happy, came to his side to remind him it was time to take his medicine. Not long before, he had been laid off from his place of employment for many years. Losing a job in middle age made it difficult for him to find employment. He tried to find a new job, but no one would accept him. As the saying goes, when it rains, it pours. He was diagnosed with heart disease. He was still hesitant to tell his wife, but she gave him divorce papers first. At that moment, his heart was completely broken. So he packed his daily necessities, took his dog, and began his final journey. After the boy stole his savings, the man went to a thrift store to sell his belongings. However, upon seeing the items were nearly worthless, the store owner politely refused. The man returned to his car disappointed to see Happy curled up in pain in the car. He immediately took her to the animal hospital. After treatment, Happy was saved, but the high cost of treatment left him helpless. He returned to the shop to sell his belongings. Out of pity, the shop owner finally agreed. The money he gave was enough to cover the medical expenses. There was even some left over to continue the journey. After saying goodbye to the shop owner, the man and Happy continued their journey. He stopped at a cafe and used his last money to buy Happy something to eat. While chatting with the cafe owner, he learned that he also loved dogs. So the man decided to entrust Happy to him, as he could no longer care for him. For Happy, this was a good home. He no longer had to wander around and starve with him. The man smiled and said goodbye, then handed the leash to the cafe owner and walked away without looking back. However, just as he started the car, Happy barked loudly. The man ordered the dog to be quiet, but the dog struggled to free itself from the leash. Finally, he couldn't bear to leave Happy, even though he was completely out of money, and the car ran out of gas. They drove around with Happy looking for food, eating what he could find. Winter was coming. Hunger and cold were attacking him. His illness was getting worse. He knew he didn't have long to live. He opened the car door and hoped Happy would leave, but instead, he found a pile of food under the seat. It was the food Happy had collected for him. Every day, Happy went out to look for it, rummaging through the trash, eating the scraps, but always bringing home the best for the man. However, the man no longer had the energy to eat. With the last of his strength, he said goodbye. His dog, Happy, remained with him until he died by his side. The message of this film is that loyalty and love can come from simple places, even from an animal. If you like this video, don't forget to like it. Thank you.